Twins give birth on the same day. When the doctor looked at the babies, he didn't believe it. After experiencing miscarriages, identical twins Jalen Crawford and Janelle Leopoldo were thrilled to discover last year that they were both pregnant with baby boys. On June 18, the twins welcomed their babies just a few hours apart at the same hospital. The babies were even delivered by the same doctor. The wife of San Francisco Giants shortstop Brandon Crawford and her twin sister had doctors at an Arizona hospital seeing double when they both delivered sons on the same day in June. Jalen Crawford and Janelle Leopoldo each had a C-section performed by the same doctor just 2 hours apart. Bryson Ryder Crawford is Jaylyn and Brandon's fourth child. They also have daughters Jaden and Braylon and son Braxton. While the twins don't live near each other, Crawford lives in Arizona, Leopoldo is in California. They were just 4 days apart in their pregnancies, and given that they both had to have scheduled C-sections, they each had C-sections in the past. Their doctors said that they could schedule their births together if they didn't go into labor before the delivery date. Our parents never missed a grandchild birth, and this was number 10 and 11, and so we wanted to keep that special tradition alive for us and them, Crawford tells Self. We both made it to 39 weeks, and the deliveries went well for both of us. She gave birth to a baby boy named Bryson Ryder at 1:29 p.m., and Leopoldo gave birth to baby Jace Allen at 4:07 p.m. Crawford and Leopoldo decided that Crawford should give birth first, which she says was for a few reasons. She was born 2 minutes before her sister, she was 4 days ahead of her sister, pregnancy-wise, and her husband, San Francisco Giants shortstop Brandon Crawford, only gets 3 days paternity leave due to his baseball schedule, so going first would give him a few extra hours with their new baby. After I delivered, I was in the recovery room, Crawford says, when Janelle delivered. They wheeled her back to the OR, but immediately following her birth, they wheeled our beds next to each other so we could see one another and our babies. This was a day she and I will never forget. But this is far from the first thing the twins have done together during these pregnancies. They shared a birth announcement and did a photo shoot together, celebrating their pregnancies. From 16 weeks, 4 months pregnant, we went to every doctor appointment together, Crawford says. We both had great pregnancies and shared many moments together during this time with our families and children. Crawford says it's literally a dream come true to be both pregnant together, even better, delivering together. During their hospital stay, the twins were put in recovery rooms near each other. During our stay, as soon as we could stand up following surgery, we were in each other's rooms constantly, sharing the experience together, Crawford says. It was so special to be able to be there with my twin and nephew for their birth at the same time as mine. This is my last baby, and he completed our family. Going through a miscarriage can take a physical and emotional toll. Luckily, most women go on to become pregnant and have healthy babies afterward, but the experience can be incredibly intense, emotional, and even life-changing. Jaylyn Crawford knows all about the difficulties of miscarriage. She and her twin sister Janelle Leopoldo went through them at the same time. Crawford, who says she and her twin always wanted to be pregnant together, tells Self that she had 2 miscarriages in a row, one of which coincided with her twin's pregnancy loss. We kept telling each other, it's God's plan, she says. Maybe this is His way of getting us pregnant together like we've always wanted. We've got to be patient and accept the journey. Now, both women are more than halfway through healthy pregnancies, and their due dates are only 4 days apart. Crawford, who has had 3 children with her husband, San Francisco Giants shortstop Brandon Crawford, recently shared photos on Instagram from a pregnancy shoot that the sisters did together and was candid about their journey in the comments. Miscarriage and infertility. I don't think it's talked about a lot, she says. I thought it would be helpful if we could reach someone who is going through this to know not to give up. This happens to a lot of women. Crawford says she and her twin cried when they found out they were both pregnant. We kept texting each other pictures of the positive pregnancy test sticks, she says. Both sisters are due in June and are expecting boys, and Crawford says they spend a lot of time talking about their pregnancies. We touch each other's tummies, she says. It's so fun because we're so close in the gestational period that everything is happening at the same time. Leopoldo agrees. I think it's something really special that you can't even describe in words, she tells Self. We've dreamt of being pregnant together for years. After many struggles of getting pregnant, I'm just grateful to be sharing the experience with my best friend. Crawford says that she and Leopoldo may both have to have C-sections. If they do, the sisters hope the babies can be delivered on the same day. Brandon Crawford later wrote in an entry on San Francisco Giants blog Splash Hits that Jaylyn's doctor told them it was a first for him, delivering babies of twin sisters on the same day back to back. On her Instagram page, Jaylyn wrote gushingly about sharing her son's birth with her sister. This was one of the best experiences of my life, she said in a caption accompanying a photo from the hospital showing her beside her sister with their babies and husbands. Bryson and Jace will have a special bond and always share their birthday.